This hotel lacks a sense of professionalism. Oh. Oh, there you go. Welcome to the Home2 Suites. What is this? This is Houston, the George Bush International Airport. I think it's called Beltway 8. And so it is nearly 2 in the morning. So I am knackered. I normally look better than this. We had some excitement getting here. There was a delay on our flight, and then we were trying to contact the shuttle. And so we called the hotel, and there's you choose 3 for the shuttle. So I figured, okay, call, request a shuttle. And it rings and rings and rings and then hangs up on you. So then I called back and I selected the front desk, and it rings and rings and rings and then it hangs up on you. I tried chatting with them through the chat feature in the Hilton Honors app, which used to be pretty good because when it was there, it used to connect you to the front desk. Now it connects you to a virtual assistant. So now there's AI between you and getting what you want, and the AI is largely useless. And so I eventually got it to try to connect me to a real person, and that just sat there for I started that process when we were waiting for our luggage. It took literally an hour and I never got a response. So that sucks. So we had to Uber here, so that's like an extra $13 that we weren't expecting to pay for, plus the extra delay and frustration and time wasted trying to call this hotel. This hotel does not answer the phone, and that sucks. And then we get here, and had to get up with my Hilton Honors app, which thankfully I did online check-in, so I was able to activate my digital key to let us in, because there was a guy who I think is supposed to work at the front desk, was off at the corner watching television. So it's no wonder he's not answering the phone, or running a shuttle service, or opening the doors for obvious guests. He's too busy watching television. So the service thus far is a 0, unfortunately. Which is a shame because I love Home2 Suites, I love Hilton properties. They're generally a safe bet. So far, this property, not great in the service department, and that kind of sucks. Visually, it's nice so far, although our hallway just outside was also riddled with luggage carts. So again, it feels like the facility is good, the people aren't. And I don't enjoy saying that, but it's just frustrating. And so even as we walked in, the guy heard me, looked over from watching his TV, didn't say anything, no greeting, no nothing. So I'm just operating completely on my own with the app at this point. Normally I like to get physical keys, ask about the hours of pools and things, but it's also nearly 2 in the morning, so that kind of sucks. So anyways, here we are with the hotel room tour. To start off with a little review. So at a first glance, this looks a lot like a normal Home2 Suites place. And so again, my feeling is the facility is nice, and it's the customer service, the staff they're lacking. So we'll take you on a tour. We can start off with the doors. We almost always do. It's kind of a tradition here at Vacation Impossible because the door is the first thing you see. So it's got this thing to cover the light coming in from outside, but you got your peephole so you can see who comes a knocking, if anyone. And so that's a nice feature. I like that. I like the bit where you can cover and block the light because that can sometimes be irritating. You got your secondary security system here, which is nice. So in case you're really worried about people trying to break in. And door's got some damage on it. That's unfortunate. And it has a deadbolt. No sign of the Do Not Disturb sign as of yet, nor any kind of button. We recently stayed at a place near LAX that had a terminal on the wall where you could indicate Do Not Disturb, and it changed a light outside the room. That was cool. I think every hotel needs that. I want that now everywhere, but they don't have it here yet, obviously. So there is this fridge here, which I would call maybe 3/4 fridge. Not completely full size, but a whole lot bigger than what you normally get when you stay at a regular hotel. But the Home2 Suites is kind of like an upscale extended stay type thing. I think part of the intent is that it's like you're home for a while. So like if you're maybe on a contract and you're staying somewhere, maybe working for a period of time, a week, a month, half a year, who knows, I think that this brand is a good option. I don't know about this location yet. Still haven't fully formed my opinion. You get some dishes there. In the drawers, you get some cutlery, a little rag there, spatula, that kind of thing. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, some Corningware. Well, one Corningware thing. So the toaster is down there. If you want to toast, you have to take that out and then plug it in. This is a Hilton property, though, so there are probably going to be tons of outlets. You got 2 right there, some paper towels. Oh, hey, Do Not Disturb sign. It was there. It was just kind of perpendicular to me, so I didn't see it. So I'm going to put that on the door. Not that I'm expecting... Wow, that door's kind of loud. Not that I'm expecting company at 2 in the morning, but just put it out there just in case. You never know. So we've also got a decent sized GE microwave here, so that's pretty big actually. That looks fairly powerful, so that's kind of cool. You got your sink here, and the room does not come with our luggage, so pay the luggage no mind. Underneath you got a little bit of dish soap, a little scrubbing thing there, and you got your garbage. And oh, it looks like that is a garbage disposal. Yeah, there's a switch there. I'm not going to turn it on at 2 in the morning. Little coffee maker there, and some coffee cups, some glasses. I don't know why, but I like that. Home2 Suite seems to be the place that kind of has that sort of a thing that they do, which is kind of cute. And so they've got some accoutrements for the coffee. You got your ice bucket, and you've got a GE dishwasher. Pretty decent size, that's not bad. Let's take a look in the bathroom. So it has what is known as a pocket door. So oh, that is smooth and quiet. I do like that. It's got a little scuffs on it, but it's not bad. So the difference between this and a barn door would be on the outside, but this is a pocket door because it goes into a pocket into the wall. In case you're curious about that. Okay, so there is a tiny faint hum of a fan, but it's not loud at all, so that's fine. Taking a look here, it could be cleaner. It's a little grimy, but it's still fine. You take a little CLR and water and hold the bowl up there for a few minutes, that'd probably clean it up pretty good, but that's okay. I'm totally comfortable taking a shower here. They've got that 0% brand shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel like they have had recently. I kind of miss the Neutrogena products. They used to have those, but I guess that partnership ended. Here's your towel, which you can put on the ground so you don't get water everywhere when you have your shower. Here's the toilet. And it's a single lever here. I prefer those ones where there are 2 buttons, so you can do like liquid or solid because it's better for the environment, but this is fine. Garbage can there. Kleenex. Got some facial soap, hand soap, whatever you want to use it for. A couple cloths there. Hand towels. Decent supply of towels, I like that. That looks like 6 full size. And maybe a total of like 1, 2, 3, 4 face cloths and a couple, maybe 3 hand towels. So that's pretty decent. One thing that I have found post-COVID is some hotels, during COVID, they reduced their supply of towels, and some of them haven't re-expanded, but this one seems to be pretty good. So here is the dryer, which of course I absolutely need. It's a Conair, so you know, that's important to me. I always check the brand. I check it for y'all, because I don't care, but I know some of you might. This is just obviously a fake, not a real drawer, because the sink is there, and that's just an empty drawer. So there you go. That's the bathroom, as exciting as it is. Got a couple of outlets there, of course, because it's a Hilton property. So this is a suite. It's Home2 Suites. So Home2 Suites generally exclusively suites. And so you'll see that this is very consistent. We've seen places like this in Yakima, in Edmonton. So the Home2 Suites layout is very consistent. So you've got your light here next to the couch. This will be a pull-out couch. You've got these nesting tables, which can be quite useful, especially if you're going to eat here or something, or whatever, maybe work on your laptop. And there's a USB and a 3-prong plug at the side there, plus an extra wall outlet at the back. And on the interior side here, we've got a desk, 4 outlets available there. We've got this chair and this desk that would pull out. Got garbage and recycling there. There's a lamp. We have a Samsung TV, decent size. I think that'd be probably, what, 42-inch? What do you think, Mike?
At least.
Well, let's see. Any Bibles or bedding? Nothing so far. Yeah, there's some bedding in there, which you would need in case you wanted to make up the pull-out bed. And so you've got another light over here, and you've also got this sort of privacy curtain, which I think is awesome. So if people are sleeping here, but you wanted to stay up to do something, or whatever, a little privacy, blocks the light. So that's sort of really where the fact that it's a suite comes into play, because a suite is generally more than just one room with some beds. So that's how they maintain and create that. So nightstand here. You get a full 3-prong plug all the way up here, which is a weird place for it. But down here you've got a panel with USB and 2 3-prongs. We often use our Tron Power Cube when we're on cruises or if we're staying at a non-Hilton property. But whenever it's a Hilton property, we don't even take the Tron Power Cube out of our luggage. We still bring it, because you never know. Look, more outlets. 2 more over here. Some scuffs on the wall quite a bit. I'm thinking some people put their luggage here, which I think you'll see in a moment there's a better place. You have some storage here. Again, this would make sense if you're here for a long extended stay and you might want to unpack some things. More drawers. Just all empty storage there, so that's fine. And the middle nightstand, you got your phone, your alarm clock, which you can dim, which I appreciate. And once again, 3 prongs and a USB. Power for days at a Hilton property, which I enjoy. And so over here, you've got this sort of wardrobe closet. So again, they use these curtains to kind of create space, this modular, which I appreciate. So that's a rack you can put your luggage on. That's a better thing to use for your luggage than the counter. They've got the ironing board, the iron, and they've got, like, if you wanted to send stuff out to be cleaned, and they've also got hangers there. And another nightstand here, and it's going to have, what's it going to have? It's going to have light and power, because it's an open property. Another 3-prong outlet, 2 3-prongs, a USB there. Let's take a look at the view. So this is a blackout curtain here. And then here is sort of the privacy screen where you still get some light, but people won't see you walking around all naked. And that's the view. So you get to look at a Hampton Inn. There you have it. So if you found this video useful at all, please give it a thumbs up. You know, there are a lot of lazy hotel room videos out there. They're not really videos. These people will take pictures from the website, they'll create a slideshow, and they'll put a video on YouTube, and they won't give you this level of information. So if you found this useful, if you prefer this to that, please give us a like. It'll help other people discover this video as well. Let us know in the comments, what do you think? What do you think about that shuttle experience I was talking about? Like, how would you respond? Would you say something? What would you say? Because I'm giving it some thought. Just maybe not at 2 in the morning. I might wait for tomorrow. What do you think of the room? Is this a place that you would stay? So we're going to be taking a cruise tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you want to see some of that. And so this is sort of our idea is, well, we're going to stay here and then go to the cruise terminal tomorrow. Always good to fly in the night before your cruise in case there's disruptions to travel plans. So that's what we did, and that's why staying at the airport's often cheaper than staying by the port. And so that was kind of the case this time. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Wow, do I look tired. Just a little add-on before you go. As we were filming our room tour, we finally got a message back in the app, and it was just the word or name, Babar. I don't know how that helps anybody. I don't know what that means. Is that the guy's name? Maybe. But I don't see how that answers my question about the shuttle. So that's weird. And again, kind of unprofessional. And so, feeling a little snacky, so we went looking for vending machines. There are no vending machines on site, but there is some like kind of junk food that you can get at the front desk. So it's expensive. It's overpriced. It's like $4 for chocolate bar or something, or soda, and like $3.50 for a bag of chips or something like that. Like it's pricey. But I mean, it's somewhat to be expected. And it was weird. Like they had beer on display, but they refused to sell it to us. No explanation. They just said no. So yeah, I don't know if that guy is Babar, but he was definitely the one who was watching television, completely ignoring us when we were outside the door and when we came in. And it was only when we looked like we were going to spend some money that presumably Babar paid any attention to us whatsoever. I understand that it's late. We landed at like 12:30, and I tried reaching out to the hotel starting at 1. I spent a good hour trying to make that happen, and all I got was Babar. Yeah, I understand it's late, but at the same time, like... Also, he mentioned that it sounds like their system is down. So I don't know if that is impacting things, but he was unable to accept cash or card for the junk food. He insisted the only option was to charge it to the room. I mean, not a big deal, but he did say something about system being down. So I don't know if that somehow relates to not being able to sell the alcohol, or maybe because it's too late. I don't know. But he didn't offer a reason, and so I'm only left to speculate. And so I don't know if that's why watching television is more important, because the system is down. I have no idea. I'm just glad my digital key worked. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you for watching.